Hello everybody, here's a little lunchtime appetizer from Gumshoe Stories. You know, I was talking with someone earlier, getting a little bit of background information on the Missy Bevers case, and I talked to the person before and gotten some answers on some things, and then was asking a few questions a little bit of a different way, and I got different answers to what was essentially the same question. And it got me thinking that, you know, this is a tactic that police use, and they use it for good reason when they're interviewing either a witness or a suspect. That, you know, you see sometimes some of this surveillance footage from the interrogation room, and it seems like they're really repetitive, and they're asking the same questions over and over and over again, and you're wanting to throw something at the screen. You're saying, you already asked them that. Why are you still doing this? You know, why does this interrogation go 8 hours when you could ask them all these questions in 30 minutes and then be done with it? Or why do you bring people back in who you've interrogated before and ask them a lot of the same questions again at a different time in a different setting? Well, this really illustrated to me why they do that and what the value of it is. And I'm going to give you a little example. Like, let's say I've got a fruit stand on the side of the road, and a guy comes up and he's looking at these 4 baskets that I've got on my table, but he's not really looking in them, and he's just saying, well, what's in those baskets? And I say, apples. And he said, okay, how many apples are in the first basket? I'll say, there's 2. And then he says, how many are in basket 2? And I'll say, there's 2 in there as well. And then he says, okay, basket 3. And I say, 2 apples. Basket 4, 2 apples. And he says, okay, let me think about it. And then a little bit later, he comes back and he says, I'm going to buy all your apples. And I go, okay, well, that'll be $1 per apple, and that'll be $6 total. And he goes, wait a minute, you said that there were 8 apples, so it should be $8 for 8 apples. And I think about it, and I take inventory, and then I realize, oh, you know what? On my way over here today, I was hungry, and I ate the 2 apples that were in basket 4. So I really only have 6 apples. And so if he had walked up to me and asked me a question earlier, how many total apples do you have? I might have thought through it and said 6 immediately. But he was asking me about each basket, and so I gave him answers based upon what it occurred to me was in each basket, without really thinking about the fact that I'd eaten 2 of them. So I had a very similar experience to that with someone earlier today, and it came out that we finally figured out what the right number of things were that we were counting, but only because we kind of attacked it from a couple of different ways. So think about that as you're in life, you know, or, you know, if you're a sleuth and investigating things, look at them from different angles. And if you're talking to people, ask them questions from different angles and in different ways. And that's how we verify that the information we get is truly accurate. That's it for Gumshoe Stories. Have a good rest of your day.